Good morning, students. Today's topic is atmospheric refraction, and we will discuss all the related topics also. So, first question is, what is atmospheric refraction? You know, in Earth there is atmosphere, and outside the atmosphere there is space, and nothing is there. Means if nothing is there, that is the rarer medium, and when we compare this rarer medium with our atmosphere is the denser. So because of this, if light ray is coming from rarer to denser medium, it bends, so refraction occur. Okay, so first thing is atmosphere refraction. Let us see one example. We will talk about the stars. You know, Earth has a specific curvature, and atmosphere is also having the same kind of curvature. This is atmosphere. If a star is lying here outside the atmosphere, then light ray is coming from star towards the Earth, and if we draw the normal would be like this. Now this is the angle of incidence, and now you can understand light ray is moving from rarer to denser medium. It bends towards the normal. Okay, and the observer who is here, observer O, feel that this light ray is coming from that back side, because we need to extend it. And for the observer, this is the star. This is position A is the actual position of star, and position B is the virtual position of star. It means the observer is observing only virtual position, and we see all the stars at virtual situations only. This is the real situation, this is the virtual situation. Now there are two questions. First question is, do we see the actual location of star? Second question is, does the star appears farther or nearer? So I will give you answer of both the question. First question is, do we see the actual position of star? Answer is no. This is the actual position, and this is the virtual position because of the refraction. So you can understand it happens because of the atmospheric refraction. And you can see that light ray is coming from actual position of the star, and it is bending, and when we extend it backward, the star appears here. This is the actual position of star, and this is the virtual position. You can see the star appears farther than they are. It means we observe all the stars farther than they are. So try to understand this concept. Second thing is, if we observe the sun, do we think the actual size of the sun? Answer is no. Early in the morning and at evening, the size of sun is slightly bigger, and during the daytime the size appears to be smaller. What does it mean? What is the reason? Meaning of this is, the size of the sun for us is changing throughout the day. Okay, why it happens? It happens because of refraction only. Early in the morning and at evening, the size of the sun is slightly larger because sun is around the horizon. So the sun's disk appears flattened during sunrise, and it happens because of the refraction. Second thing is, if I draw the diagram again, this is the curvature of Earth, and this is the curvature of atmosphere, and this is, let us observe, this is the observer, and this is horizon. Horizon means the observer can observe upward. In this location it can observe, this location can be observed by observer, but this below this horizon it cannot observe anything. Means if the observer tend to see this country, it is not visible, this country is not visible, means below horizon the observer cannot see. Now let us consider the situation when sun is about to rise. When sun is about to rise and it is not visible, but still at the same time it is visible for the observer, which is sun is below the horizon, still observer is observing the sun. Why? What is the reason? Reason is again atmospheric refraction. The light rays are coming out from the sun in all the direction, and some of the light rays will fall like this, and if we draw the normal here, the light ray will bend towards the normal because of the refraction. This is angle of incidence and this is angle of refraction, and observer will feel, if we extend it backward, observer will feel that sun is above the horizon, and this happens for the first 2 minutes. It means the first 2 minutes sun that we observe is the virtual sun, it is not the actual sun. Sun is below the horizon, still the observer is able to observe the sun above the horizon. Same happens during sunset. Means during sunset again, if sun is set, sun is below the horizon, still the person will observe the sun above the horizon. Actually that is because of the refraction. Sun is visible for last 2 minutes of the day because of the atmospheric refraction. So you can understand the duration of day for a person is increased by 4 minutes. So try to understand this concept. If you have problem, you find the problem, you can discuss it again. Third thing is, do you think that when we compare planets and star, the planets, they don't have their own light and stars have their own light because of the nuclear fusion reaction which is going on? And if we assume that star is a entity which is releasing its own light because of fusion, so try to understand, we observe the star as twinkling of star. Why do we see the star as twinkling but we don't see the planets as twinkling? Stars twinkle, but what about planets? They do not twinkle. What is the reason behind this? Let us understand. If we are talking about the star is extended source of light, means it appears smaller, very small. Okay, so the light ray which is coming to us feel us like that star is very small and star is not going to twinkle. Sorry, star is going to twinkle. Okay, if we are talking about the planets are not extended, they are nearer, they are very near. Moreover, they reflect the sunlight and we observe planets big. And now what we have to do, we have to assume that it is made up of so many extended sources of light. You can say so many point sources of light. So the effect created by one point, is cancelled by adjacent point, and overall twinkling effect average out to be zero. So we don't see the planets as twinkling. Now let us understand what is the meaning of twinkling of star. If we want to understand this concept, let us assume this is Earth and there is atmosphere over the Earth. But do you think atmosphere has single layer? Answer is no. There are so many layers according to the density of gases present, according to the optical densities of the gases present. So there may be different layers of atmosphere, one layer, two layer, three layer, and they all have different optical density. And if optical densities are different, then refraction would be different. Light rays coming like this, it will again bend, again it will bend, again it will bend. Okay, why it is bending so many times? Because all the layers are having different optical densities, and the star for the observer is here. Now there may be relative motion between the different layers. If different layers have different velocities, relative velocities are there, so what happens? The extent of refraction is changing continuously. Now if extent of refraction is changing continuously, the light ray appears to be fluctuating for this observer, because if layers are moving with respect to each other, their densities are also changing, and if densities are changing, then kind of refraction is also changing. So try to understand, when we observe the stars, then we feel that they are twinkling. Actually they are not twinkling. The refractive index of different layers of atmosphere is changing, so extent of refraction is changing. Okay, so from NCERT you need to write some of the questions and you need to solve them. First question is, what is the meaning of atmosphere refraction? Okay, I am sending you assignment, and please solve this assignment in homework notebook. Okay, thank you.